Hello, everyone. My name is Amelie Shawat. I run the socials for Broken Spoke Film House. Today, I am with Megan Lott, who plays Morgan in the upcoming short film Wake Up Dolores. How are you today, Megan?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Of course, I'm so excited to have you here. So today, she's going to be answering some questions for us about the film. Are you ready, Megan?
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
Great. So my first question for you: how did you build your character, and what was your process when you first got the script?
Yeah. So when I first got the script, I like to do a full read through to get like an understanding of the big picture. And then I like to read again to kind of hone in on my character in particular. My initial take of Morgan was that she's very awkward. And I am also very awkward. So this was a character that was very like near and dear to my heart. I feel like I pulled a lot from myself. But to dive into characters, I like to build a backstory, determine what her day job is, even though it may never pop up in the short, right? Also her favorite food. We know robots like meat, but like what part of the human body did she like in particular? So kind of creating that character outside of the lines that were given.
Great. Did you have any prior training, or is this something you kind of taught yourself and like figured out what works for you, or like you took classes and like this is what they taught you and you're working off of that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I have had multiple different classes over the years. Currently, I'm taking Laurel Vouvre's acting class, so in the moment acting. She focuses on Meisner, so really building a character's perspective, impediments, full background there to be able to truly believe your imaginary circumstances.
Yeah, I'm also a Meisner girly.
Yeah.
I went to school for theater and like we started with the basis of Meisner, and I feel like
Mhm.
anytime I work, I do a lot of live theater, and so I always like to do
Yeah.
repetition and backstage and like really dropping in. So I love that you said that.
Yeah. Big
Um,
Meisner girlies.
Big Meisner girlies. So, my next question: did anything unexpected happen during filming?
Not in particular, but I will say like one of my scenes is like a scream scene. And we shot in this beautiful house in this very nice neighborhood. And here I am outside screaming a couple times. And I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I hope no one like calls the cops or like is wondering what we're doing in this backyard. Um, yeah, so that was definitely fun to navigate.
Yeah. So, did anyone come out of their
No
house
one,
and,
no
like,
one came. No one called the
okay,
cops. We're okay.
good.
Um, I had this, I had this season of my life where I lived alone in an apartment during COVID,
Oh, okay.
and the walls are thin in this apartment, so like I can hear the man next door like sleeping and snoring, and so I got in this tendency of like saying like if I said ouch because I like stubbed my toe or hurt myself, I would say like I'm okay, like to make sure no one comes to check on me.
Right.
That man never did, but I can't remember if I did that on set, but I probably had that inkling to scream and then be like, I'm all right, I'm
Right.
okay. So in case
Everything's
anyone's
okay.
listening, I'm okay. Just being murdered.
That is so funny. I
So
wonder if the crew like warned some people in the neighborhood, like, no one is
yeah,
being murdered. We promise we're just filming.
yeah. I don't know what they did.
We can only hope. Um,
Yeah.
that's great. So, what did this role teach you about yourself as an actor?
Yeah, it taught me to, or that I'm able to just trust myself and all that I've learned from all those classes and my time um, with acting. I think it's funny that the setup of an actor, like me as an actor, I'm laying there on the ground, looking up at a camera, and I'm like, okay, I've got to scream. And it's not just a scream, like I have to believe I'm about to be murdered. So I think being able to trust myself that I can pull deep emotions in intense but short scenes is really cool. Like I remember just laying there and having the slate like right in front of my face
Hmm.
and it'd be like, okay, ready and act. But I used that. I was like, this slate is so close to my face. It's gonna hurt me. Like I don't know. I believed everything in front of me was bad and
Hmm.
was going to hurt me. So I really believed in that moment. Um, my imaginary circumstances.
Wow. That's dark.
Yeah.
That is dark. Was there like a little like cool down or like something you did after to kind of like bring you back to reality almost and like calm yourself down? Because that's a lot.
Yeah.
Think
That's
about.
a good question. I think I mean the crew is so nice. So like once there's a cut or that was great, it kind of helps bring you back into like our real reality. I'm not being murdered.
Mhm.
I think I remembered someone in one of the first takes like chuckled like right after I screamed, and I was like, was that a good take or a
Right.
bad take? So, yeah, like something happened where it was like, oh wait, like we're fine. We're in a normal setting in a backyard. I'm not being murdered. I'm good. So
I'm safe. I'm like here with people I trust right now.
yeah,
It's all okay.
yeah,
That's great. Well, not great, but I'm
yeah,
glad that you had. I'm glad the crew made you feel so comfortable that like your fight or flight wasn't like on all the time because as an
yeah,
actor and doing like dark stuff like that, it can really take a toll on you. So I'm glad that
absolutely.
you found ways to calm yourself down and like you're around people who were helping you through that.
Yeah, they definitely created a safe space to get there and then to easily get out of it.
Right. That's great. My last question for you. What do you hope audiences take away from Wake Up Dolores?
My initial thought to that question is don't trust robots. Like don't date them,
Yeah.
don't interact with them. To
Mhm.
any robots listening right now, you didn't hear that.
Right.
But honestly, it was such a fun like set to be a part of, such a good film. We had a little private premiere and it was just so cool to watch how everything came together. So I'm very thankful to be a part of this project.
That's
Yeah.
so great. And you did amazing in your performance. I watched it and I'm excited for
Yeah.
everyone else to watch it when it comes out. Thank you so much, Megan. It was so wonderful speaking with you. I know everyone is so excited to see your performance in Wake Up Dolores. Make sure to check out this Broken Spoke Film House Instagram for more content and updates on festivals we've been submitting to. And until next time, thank you guys.
Thank you.